Hey everybody, I just wanted to hop on and get something off my chest because it's been bugging me for probably about 4 years now. And the reason it's been bothering me for about 4 years is because, or about 3.5 really, I haven't been able to run. If you don't know me, my name's Eric. I'm a physical therapist. I really enjoy running and I love serving active adults, running community. And yeah, I just it's when I got out of PT school, it was something that I just really enjoyed doing. So I took a deep dive into foot mechanics, knee mechanics, and a little bit into the hip and low back, and started making orthotics and all that stuff. But for the last 3.5 years, I haven't been able to run consistently. Maybe once every 2 weeks at the very most, because I just the front of my hip. You see, most things can heal. If you get if it's a tendon, a muscle, bone, ligament, those things can heal. Joint related stuff, that's a tough one. That doesn't always go very well, and most of the time, the natural history of it is for the joint to begin to deteriorate. And I had an X-ray on my hip, and it has what looks to be there's a pincer and there's a cam deformity that can show up on X-ray a lot for the hip. The cam is when the ball and socket, the ball portion of the socket doesn't have much of it's supposed to be a ball, then go into a neck, then and go into the long bone of your femur. Sometimes the neck just kind of blends with the head of the femur. And so because the head of the femur kind of blends, or the neck kind of blends into the head of the femur, every single time, if you can imagine the joint kind of just rolling into the socket portion here, the neck, because it blends into the ball instead of having a pretty kind of like a mushroom kind of form to it, it kind of blends into the head. And so every single time you go towards end range, the neck of the femur just tends to go and pinch on the socket portion of the ball and socket joint of the hip. And so the cam is called is from the neck, and the pincher is when the neck just pinches. And so the ball, or sorry, the socket portion tends to just get pinched by that cam of the neck, because the cam, the neck isn't like this mushroom feel. It's like this being the ball and this portion being the socket. The neck normally is supposed to go into the ball like this, but when the neck gets pretty wide towards the ball portion is when you end up going towards end range, and the neck starts to pinch into the socket. And so you get a cam, which is the neck, and you get a pincer, which is the socket portion gets basically like a bone spur, right? And from what it looks like on X-ray, I have that, and it certainly feels like it because I have all of the symptoms and all of the signs that end up. Hey Bobby, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Stephanie, thanks for you guys for hopping on here. anyway, I just wanted to share some stuff about me. And so I haven't been able to run consistently for like the last 4 years. I've been able to maybe run no more than once every couple weeks. And if it's more than a mile or two, I feel it for about a week. I get this dull ache down the front of my hip, down in the front of my thigh. Hey man, good to see you too, bro. Thanks. I want to get out and see you. My wife and I be meeting up with my niece and nephew coming up in April for Easter. So I'm gonna try to come down and seek you out, bro. Normally when I go see family, it's pretty busy, but man, I hadn't seen you in a while, so it'd be nice to hook up somehow. Anyways, so like I was saying, the joint stuff tends not to heal well. I know how to spend time in positions of comfort. Thanks, man. I know how to spend time in positions of comfort to make it so that joints don't get irritated anymore. So I can walk around, I can jog a little bit, for really short distances, and not have pain. But once I get on the road and I start jogging more than 2 miles, more than a couple weeks or so, man, it feels awful. And the achiness goes on for at least a week, if not more, in the front of my hip. And so I know I got a hip joint stuff going on, but the more I give it an excuse to get irritated, the more that whole inflammatory response sets in, and then you're on a pretty accelerated route to joint degenerative wear, and I don't want to go anywhere near that. And it's really bumming me out. I know that people can, go, they can have surgery on that, and they can end up, smoothing out the cartilage and, whatever else they can do to smooth it out. But generally that just almost guarantees down the road that you're likely going to end up having a surgery. And I don't want to go down that route, I'm super bummed out because I can't run like I want to. I've always wanted to qualify for Boston. I haven't been able to do that, obviously, because I can't run more than a mile or two every couple weeks. I've wanted to do a triathlon, and I can't do that anymore. I mean, like I said, the tendons, muscles, bones, ligaments, connective tissue, that stuff tends to heal well. If you know how to create a nice environment for things to heal well, that'll heal. The stuff that doesn't get a lot of blood supply, though, is the joints, the joint surfaces, and that's why cartilage irritation, if you're not really super careful, it's gonna go bad. It's gonna go bad fast. Within years. So I try not to give my hip joint much of an excuse to get irritable, which means that I spend a lot of time in positions of comfort, which means that I cannot do a consistent run, like I said, more than once every couple weeks at the most, because it feels awful. But I love helping out the running community. I kind of feel like it feels kind of weird. I want to help out the running community, and I think I am, but I can't film myself on a run. I can't go on a run and let you guys know how I'm doing and give you a picture of where I am, or show you my pace, or the distance that I went, or any of that stuff. I can't show you that because I can't do it. It's been something that's been bugging me for. I want to do an ultra too, and I can't do anything near an ultra. Obviously, I can't run more than 2 miles every 2 weeks at the most. Otherwise, I ache like crazy. Hey, Christina, this might talk to you a little bit. But N.A. Luther, thanks for hopping on, man. just trying to share some stuff about me, uh, my own struggles, loving to serve the running community and just simply not being able to run because I have something that does not allow you to run for more than, and that's only if more than once every other week, more than 2 miles. And if I do, then my hip aches like crazy and I can't go any farther. Um, you know, after a 2 mile run, if it, it's just, it's awful, like, unless I spend a tremendous amount of time in positions of comfort. So, um, anyway, I just want to let you know how I feel. I feel kind of weird helping out the running community when I can't run, like I want to. Um, I can't do any kind of leg exercises like I want to. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to hop on and share some stuff, some of my own struggles. And yeah, I mean, I'm on the healing team with my wife at our church. So you know, I I believe, you know, by God's grace, I can be healed of this. You know, otherwise it's you know, surgery kind of stuff, and you look at the wrong. It's not a good road to go down. Otherwise, you know, the ligament, tendon, muscle, bone stuff, it's easy. You know, it's easy to take care of and manage. I know how to do that. But when it's a joint, it doesn't get any blood supply, so it doesn't heal very well. So anyway, I just want to hop on and share my thoughts. Hey, Jessica, thanks for hopping on. You got on the tail end here, man. I was just about to get off. I still love serving the running community. I know what you guys need, and I know how to take care of it. I've had some injuries myself in the past. This one's just kind of put me down for the last 3.5 years. But anyway, yeah, God bless you guys. I just wanted to share some stuff about me, my own kind of struggle with running. I love it, but I just right now I can't do it. Anyhow, take care. Have a good night, you guys.